A flash of lightning, a clap of thunder, and the roar of the crowd here at Manfield tells us it's time for the second match here on Showdown Sunday for Minor League Esports, presented by 8 PM Music. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, however you identify. It's time for some Champion League action here, live on the MLE Network. Gigabyte's still with me in the booth for this one, with Boost, I hope, as we get set to see if the Flames can start to turn their season around. 4-11 coming into this one against the 500 record in the Sharks. And Keeg, if you ask me, this one's a tough ask for the Flames.
It is a very tough ask. We've seen that K-Cube and Mushy Pancakes, the two players playing for the Sharks tonight, they can be a very, very effective team. And I believe, no, they haven't actually played together this season yet. So Mushy Pancakes and Hobo have been playing a lot this season. So we'll have to see how K-Cube and Mushy Pancakes do work together. But we know that Pancakes can basically carry a game on his own if he should so choose. And K-Cube, very excellent support player. So I hope that works out in their favor. On the side of the Flames, though, that's a very tough ask.
The biggest question mark for me, Wolf Alone playing in a fourth consecutive match to start this season. A lot of the Flames roster use is being put on Wolf Alone early, and the record's not really showing for it. So if you ask me rather, I'd like to see Wolf Alone come up big here and pull the Flames back towards 500.
Well, Mushy Pancakes is going to get the offense going here for the Sharks. Already a shot in for Wolf Alone, saved out. Wolf Alone will come up and get a touch, but DV, not a great touch. Bad placement there. K-Cube is able to take a shot. DV not able to get the clear, and no one on the Flames committing on this one. Mushy Pancakes has a free shot. Wolf Alone gets a great save and sends it out to the midfield. K-Cube, not a great touch by him either. Wolf Alone trying to get a touch in. DV and him both commit up, and now they're both scrambling back to their side. Already a couple of defensive mistakes here for the Flames, and I think we're starting to see this might be a little bit indicative of how their season has gone so far.
A lot of pressure so far mounted by the Sharks on the Flames' end, but not a lot of quality chances, I'd have to say, as this one, long by Wolf Alone, skims the ground, rolls up off the bar, just taps it in. No, K-Cube keeps it there, but eventually it'll cross the line. The Flames, against the run of pressure by the Sharks, will find one here.
Wolf Alone just having to hover for such a long time to get to that ball. DV comes in, taps it through, but I think it bounced off Wolf Alone for Wolf Alone to get the credit for the save. But the Sharks defense just a little bit scrambly, and the Flames do take advantage of that one. So Wolf Alone credited with a goal there. So far, standing up pretty well. DV takes a shot. Mushy Pancakes is able to get a save. Not a great clear, but K-Cube is there. The Sharks do seem to be making a good team so far. Wolf Alone touches this one down. Not a great touch from DV. Was not ready for that. Mushy Pancakes off the backboard, looking for a touch off the waterfall, but Wolf Alone controls it well. Wolf Alone's always been a pretty good defensive player, so it doesn't surprise me that he's comfortable on his own goal line taking those.
No, but that should have been a goal for the Sharks as well. It was a free shot on goal for K-Cube, who just skied it off the bar with the dominance, got a little bit underneath it looking for power, and unfortunately doesn't get the accuracy. And it really doesn't matter, Keegan, how much pressure you mount as an offensive team. If you don't make your chances count, you might find yourself losing a game such as this one here, where the Flames took one opportunity, made it count, and almost make a second one there off the demo.
It really does feel like the Sharks should be up maybe like 2-1, doesn't it, right now? They've had a couple good opportunities, but they just don't seem to be communicating very effectively, and their execution on offense is not great. It seems like they might be playing a little bit nervous here, like nervous to commit up just a little bit too hard, or nervous that they're going to be too aggressive, I should say. But the Flames, they're not really being aggressive at all on defense.
No, the Flames, I think, are just content to look for the easy ones. That's going to be a good angle by Mushy Pancakes. Great rotation in from the mid. Just waits for the loose possession by the Flames. Picks that one off before DV can rotate at all, kind of shadowing the play at mid, putting Wolf Alone in a really tough spot. Really kind of living up to the name. Wolf Alone on defense on that one. The Sharks get their goal, and if this pressure keeps up, if they can continue to convert, Kiga, look for them to stretch the score out.
They're certainly trying here. K-Cube gets a shot on target. Wolf Alone gets a save. DV gets back just in time to get that save. Can't follow it up, though, as he gets caught on the pole. And DV gets faked out there by K-Cube. Now Pancakes trying to put it past Wolf Alone. Wolf Alone smart holding that inside post, making sure Pancakes couldn't put it directly through. Wolf Alone trying to get a shot. Pancakes, great save. DV has control of this one in midfield. Pancakes takes it away, and Wolf Alone won't turn on that one, and that'll be a free clear here for K-Cube. No, he doesn't take it.
A little slow to come out to that one there. Kind of let the Flames rotate back in, but DV alone on that one. Wolf Alone had rotated back, and I think wisely as well. There wasn't a lot that could really generate out of there. You and I both expected a clear from the Sharks on that, and when it doesn't manifest, you still don't want to commit up to that play early here. Go back, reset the rotations, maybe pick off the Sharks in transition there once they get that first clear.
I like what I'm seeing here from the Flames a little bit up front, though. DV is kind of holding up, waiting for Wolf Alone to get the clear out to him. And I really like how they're playing this. They're looking to get those quick turn shots and goals, but Mushy Pancake gets a quick turn and shot after the demo from K-Cube comes out onto Wolf Alone, the last man back to do anything with that one. Mushy Pancakes takes advantage of that. Great aggressive play by the Sharks.
Someone had to call that on the Flames defense, though, as Wolf Alone intending to catch and slow things down, but DV wanting to slam it upfield. I like DV's play better there. Push it upfield against an advanced Sharks offense and buy yourself that space. Instead, the tangle up between the Flames defense leave them trailing this game by 1.
DV tried to get that one to center for Wolf Alone. Wolf Alone holding it the midfield very well, but not able to get that one past K-Cube. Mushy Pancakes, great shot, going to go crossbar down, and K-Cube is not there in time. Wolf Alone instead just clears it back out to K-Cube. Not a great idea to go for a long clear there, or even a middling clear, and that goes right back into the hands of the Sharks. As now Wolf Alone once again forced to be the last man back. Pancakes, shot, crossbar. Sharks feel like they should be ahead by maybe like 2 or even 3 here.
They've amounted probably, I think, 7 shots. I looked at the shot total at about halfway, and it was 3-3. Since then, it's now 10-4 in favor of the Sharks. All of their offense coming in the last couple of seconds as the Flames just cannot get themselves in line with one another here. K-Cube, uncontested in front of goal, makes it 3-1.
K-Cube, this is just a great reaction shot by him. Takes it past both Flames defenders. Wolf Alone can't get back in time, and it really does feel like the Flames defense is really what's causing them all of their problems right now. They can't get a good clear. It's everything they can do to just keep the ball out of the net, and they're not really doing that effectively here, as we do see the Sharks have a 2-goal lead. So at this point, 20 seconds left, pending a massive breakdown by the Sharks, the Sharks are probably going to take it. So what do you think the Flames really have to do to come back in game 2?
The first thing I need to see the Flames do is settle down. DV throwing themselves on a lot of these plays, especially getting ahead of Wolf Alone on the clears, just leaves Wolf Alone with so much individual responsibility to ensure possession gets secured for the Flames. The second thing they need to do, just get the ball upfield. A lot of these opportunities for the Sharks come out of the Flames not buying themselves the space that they need to by getting it upfield and pushing the Sharks back into their own end.
Well, the Flames, they seem kind of indecisive. You said, like, just get the ball upfield. And honestly, it seems like they're trying to do, a long clear upfield and also control the ball at the same time. And they're trying to do both, but they end up doing neither. And that you can't do both. You have to settle for one, and you have to kind of, like you said, settle down, decide on your play style, react to how the Sharks are playing against you. And the Sharks, they made a bunch of mistakes themselves that the Flames could have capitalized on. They're playing a lot cleaner, though, and the Flames, they have to improve in that sense.
Yeah, it really just comes down to understanding when to do particular things. For the Flames, most of the pressure that came for the Sharks on their net just came down to putting the ball into easy spots for the Sharks to play in from midfield. So whether it's control the ball into a dribble and force a 50 that buys somebody enough time to get it upfield, or by just sending it, by get your car behind the ball, throw it upfield, and then at least get yourself in a spot where if the Sharks don't have full control of it coming out of their own end, that you can try and put them in a little bit of distress.
Well, the Flames, no matter what, they have to find some way to get it out past that midline. They haven't been good at that so far. They need to figure out a way to do it. Wolf Alone will have the initial offensive push here, and they need to get a good push here. They're not going to be able to as K-Cube dunks him out. DV forced to rotate back onto defense. Not a great clear. Mushy Pancake shot. It's wide, though, and Wolf Alone will have the opportunity for the counterattack. Great demo from Pancakes to prevent it from happening.
Good try as well by DV to get that under control, but I think the decision to slow it down and allow the defender to come out for the 50 is where that play broke down. If DV had just slammed that into the corner, had forced the Sharks to try and move at an angle, it might have opened up a little bit more opportunity to put them under pressure and maybe get a shot away. Instead, drove it straight into a 50, and now they're still struggling to get a shot on goal here as the Sharks reset on defense.
Now KQ 1v1 versus Wolf Alone has it bouncing. It's going to go crossbar down again. The Sharks getting robbed by that crossbar. It seems to be the Flames MVP. DV good clear into the wall. Going to try and get a second touch on it. Can't get it though. Wolf Alone trying to get it past KQ. Can't dunk him out. And now both Wolf Alone and DV are double committed up. DV, great touch back to Wolf Alone, but Wolf Alone can't execute on that doink. And that'll be a clear back upfield by the Sharks, who now have a great opportunity. KQ to center. Pancakes. Shot. Wolf Alone clear.
It was a good chance for the Sharks here. They just couldn't put it together as the Flames got themselves into just enough of a position to try and save this here. And passing attempt by Wolf Alone to DV, but that's the danger of this one. All the boost spent by the Flames. The Sharks should be able to tap it in. No! Mushy Pancakes off the post. Off the bar goes K-Cube, and it's a big let-off for the Flames here as the Sharks, 2 shots, they can't put either in.
Wolf Alone trying to go for a long air dribble here. Mushy Pancakes, great save. Gonna try and take it out past DV. DV gets a nice dunk though. That's gonna delay Pancakes by a little bit at least. Gonna control it. Looking to get it past Wolf Alone. Can't get the flick, and Wolf Alone does get the save. Bombing clear upfield. Can't get it past KQ for the shot. DV will have an opportunity, but is wide. And Mushy Pancakes does get a touch back over to KQ, but he's demoed for his efforts. And Wolf Alone will get the finishing shot and the goal. 2:59 remaining, and we have our first lead for the Flames.
I'm not sure if KQ just didn't process the danger that the Sharks net was in early enough. As Mushy Pancakes on the first touch, KQ never makes a defensive turn on that, just tries to get out to the mid boost, pulls themselves further out of the play, kind of expecting a lead pass to come from their teammate on that one. Not the best decision, and it opens up the Flames to get a goal here.
KQ got that one past DV. Now it just has Wolf Alone to beat. Wolf Alone good clear to prevent that run from going into danger. Now trying to react to Mushy Pancakes. Almost got that ceiling touch in. Now Wolf Alone playing this way too slowly, and Mushy Pancakes has all the time in the world to challenge him on that. Breakdown of communication for the Flames as Wolf Alone and DV can't decide who's going for this.
Someone just has to pull the brakes and sit at the back post, and it really should have been DV on this one here. Kind of turned around, expected Wolf Alone to get a touch on this one, and that's the danger of twos. You can't commit yourself mentally to thinking something's going to happen your way, and it always goes that way. You need to at least give your opponents respect to make something else happen.
Missed opportunity there from the Flames as DV went for a quick touch off the pass from Wolf Alone. Wolf Alone into the corner, trying to get it past Pancakes. Pancakes, great little touch there to keep the pressure on. Looking for the Doomsy, not going to be able to get it, Wolf Alone. Great save. Wolf Alone has had some amazing goal line saves, just the clears are not coming out for him or DV. K-Cube takes a shot, DV, great save there. The Flames starting to have to stand up on the goal line, which is never where you want to be, and the Sharks ratcheting down the pressure.
A lot of this is coming down to DV again, hastily running out. The second Wolf Alone gets a touch, it's DV driving up the field, trying to get into this play instead of giving the Sharks defense respect in being able to make something else happen. A flying retreat for DV, another shot attempt by the Sharks, follow up by Mushy Pancakes will open up a 2-1 lead.
The Sharks were just ratcheting down the pressure over and over, peppering that net and the backboard, and eventually the defense is going to break down if he had that up for long enough. The K-Cube pass to Mushy Pancakes does successfully do that. So 2-1 lead here for the Sharks with a minute 37 remaining. And all they have to do is really control this. They know the Flames are just giving it back to them, so they really can just be patient and wait in midfield for these.
Exactly, and I think that's what the Flames need to take away from their opponents on this one here. They themselves need to be patient on some of these plays. Again, look at DV's positioning on this one. A lead pass position for DV on that play, just never counting in the Sharks' ability to get a challenge. The Flames, again, full retreat, open net. Mushy Pancakes makes it 3-1.
It's just the over pushes by the Flames are really killing them here. They have some opportunities. Okay, in threes, that's a great opportunity. That's a great passing opportunity. In twos, definitely not so much, because if you miss that, that is a high risk, high reward shot opportunity there. If you miss that, it is an open net for your opponents, or you're going to have to scramble back so hard that you're going to be on a disadvantage on defense already. So it comes down to, do you want to go for those really aggressive plays when they're not working out for you? I think the Flames really have to pivot their offensive strategy here.
Yeah, they need to understand a little bit that it's a lot easier to play a passing play in twos from behind your teammate with the ball, because not only do you at least give yourself more time to react to a play, but you also give your opposition the respect in their ability to at least get a challenge on a play and act as a safety net for your teammate. They've got the ball, they've got the play. You don't necessarily need to open yourself up for a pass directly tape to tape. Just be in a good supporting position where no matter what happens next in the play, you have control of that next phase.
Well, the Flames, they need to get something going here. They need to get this goal right now. Wolf Alone gets blocked out, and I think that's going to be it here. The Flames are going to lose Game 2 as well. The Sharks go up on a 2-0 lead, threatening to take the series in Game 3. And the Flames, they need some help on defenses. They need to figure out, they need to make a decision as to what their defensive strategy is going to be. You haven't been able to control it. You haven't been able to get those long clears. You need to pick one, stick to it, and above all, you need to figure out how your passing strategy is going to work, or if you just want to go for the solo plays.
I think the solo plays are it. Put the player on the ball with a greater individual responsibility to make something happen. And then conversely, the second player in the rotation takes a greater personal responsibility to make sure that they're not giving up an easy opportunity for the other team to come back and attack them with impunity. Throughout the course of that game, it was pretty even, I think, for the first half of it. But as soon as the Flames started to get desperate for a goal, as soon as they started forcing the play to happen, the Sharks took advantage of every opportunity gifted to them.
Patience, patience, patience. We were talking about it before this game started. A lot of twos has to do with just making sure your opponents don't have easy opportunities. And playing those solo plays might be the way to do that, because then you have that second man back all the way on, heck, even on your side of the field if you want, but at the very least up at midfield, ready to cut off a long clear from the opposing team. And that, I think, is what the Flames need to work into their offense.
Well, look back at the last series you and I casted to open up the stream today. The Shadow against the Pandas, they made a great adaptation mid-series to just sit back and let the Pandas defense play the ball into them. The Sharks are doing exactly that right now. They're sitting back, they're letting the Flames make the mistakes at midfield and in transition, and they're turning that back with incredible ability like that. Loose possession, top of the box, Shark side, Mushy Pancakes control, drives it into an open net.
Oh no, DV and Wolf both pushed up on this one. DV decides to commit on the turn. Might have had time to get back had he just decided to book it backfield once he realized this was over. But unfortunately, he turns, tries to go for an offense, which is not going to happen. And as a result, the Sharks, easy goal. Now Mushy Pancakes will try and extend the lead here. Trying to get it past Wolf. Wolf, good block. Going to roll back out to K-Cube. And this is what the Sharks are doing so well here, is exactly what the Flames need to be doing. They are holding a man back in midfield. They know that the Flames are going to send it back out to them, and they don't really feel any pressure at all.
Exactly. It just comes down to controlling space. And as DV brings this one in here, you see Wolf Alone, again, kind of leaning for the pass so that there's no real ability to dive in at that challenge before Mushy Pancakes gets it under control. One clear up, a desperate aerial attempt by DV in transition, and K-Cube wins the aerial, makes it 2-0.
Wolf Alone, this was a great challenge by him, but he just got beat by Mushy Pancakes there, and then DV was just not anywhere near in position to be able to go for this one. So that is another goal by the Sharks, by K-Cube. 45 seconds in, the Sharks have a 2-goal lead, and you can see the wheels coming off of the Flames here. At this point, they're kind of just, they almost look like they're playing defeated already.
But I mean, I would be too at this point. It takes a lot of effort, I think, to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and really take a look back in between games at what isn't going right. And I feel like if you're the Flames, if you can at least identify what you're doing wrong, then there's a chance to make an adjustment here. Somebody needs to step up, be a voice on that team right now, and be like, okay, look, we're not playing that badly, but here's where we're making mistakes. If we can just tighten this up, we can at least play at these guys' level right now, because at the moment, they're not making it difficult for the Sharks. You and I will both identify that throughout the course of these first two and a half games really here, and as long as the Flames continue to make it easy, Kiga, I expect the Sharks to have full control of this one.
I mean, we just saw there a perfect microcosm of what we're seeing both Flames defenders go for, and it ends up going out to the side, and the ball stays in their zone longer. They really can't decide what they want to do as a team here. Looks like they're both playing on different game plans. They need to get on the same page. They're going to try here. Wolf Alone off the wall, goes and gets that mid boost. Gets it past one, gets it past Pancakes. Can DV get the shot? K-Cube just barely back in time, able to get a hold of that one. Wolf Alone trying to keep the pressure up. Might just be a good idea to back off here. Sends it to center. DV can't commit on this one. Otherwise, he will get beat pretty hard. Luckily, now he can because Wolf Alone is back. But now it's a 2v1 in favor of the Sharks. And K-Cube sends it to the corner. They're just setting up for an offensive possession here.
Exactly, and again, look at how fast DV's out to that one. Always beat K-Cube in a perfect spot to rotate. Desperation forces a double commit and another desperate save out of DV to keep this one away. All of that breaking down just with the haste at which the Flames are trying to play in effort to force something to happen in their favor. It's just not working.
Although they might get something going here as the Sharks seem to be scrambling a little bit on defense here, maybe feeling just a little bit of pressure as the Flames do seem to have something going for them on offense here, but just like that, no commit on the pressure is going to allow the Sharks to clear this one all the way back into the Flames' defensive third. K-Cube taking that one off the top of DV, trying to get a shot on target. He's going to try and get a pass into Mushy Pancakes. Pancakes forced to kind of retreat back a little bit here and clear this one across field. DV's going to have this one, but either way, the Flames could have gotten a much better clear there and potentially a goal-scoring opportunity.
A lot of boost spent as well to make things happen. Mushy Pancakes spent the entirety of 100 to get across at the initial touch that led to the clear, and DV, with nothing in the tank, was only able to kind of play that away and eventually lost the 100 as well to Mushy Pancakes on this one here. The Sharks, they haven't really generated a lot of great scoring opportunities this game, but it feels like the whole game just played on this half of the field as the Sharks content to go back, get boost, let the Flames give them back the ball on the goal line here, get control of it, and then take advantage of them being overextended.
Wolf Alone comes across, gets a great clear there, trying to keep the Sharks from getting anything going. Now we'll have a dribble pass put Pancakes, and he will put that one on target. Wolf Alone will take the Flames back to a 1-goal deficit as he's trying to claw their way back single-handedly if necessary. This was actually a really great play.
I love that play. Just one chip to kind of bait in the initial challenge by Mushy Pancakes, knowing that Mushy's the last defender. It's a good touch by Wolf Alone, and then a great shot as well to follow it up once the defender commits on the play.
Oh, potential for the Flames here. Pancakes, great save. Wolf Alone trying to chip this one back to center. DV can turn on this in time if he can. No. Mushy Pancakes sends it back. DV gets it past K-Cube, pinch to the corner. K-Cube would take it around the world. Wolf Alone, good reaction. Sent it back over into the side, but so far the Flames are sending it to the sides, but they're not sending it up to the middle where they need to. They've had a couple opportunities, it's just they're not capitalizing on them. And then Wolf Alone, oh, the control there would have been much better, buddy. Pancakes just beats you out here as Wolf Alone thinks he's going to get a lot more power on this than he does, and just a miscommunication or miscalculation from Wolf Alone.
It wasn't the greatest shot initially as well. Could have just maybe played that into the opposite corner, carried all that momentum across goal to just keep yourself in between the ball and the net, and unfortunately the decision to flip it at puts the Flames net under pressure. It's more pressure here off the kickoff too, as the Sharks get a quick one off the kickoff.
Yeah, I think this here is going to secure it for the Sharks. 26 seconds remaining. 3 goals. That's, again, pending a massive fail from the Sharks, it's going to be in their favor for this one. And they're probably going to take the series, too. So, you know what? At this point, the Flames, they've got to go for broke. They've got to go for whatever they can do. Be aggressive. At this point, find something that works for you.
Yeah, just take the 60 seconds, I think, between these games and just take a deep breath and go, okay, look, it's not working out. Here's what we need to try and improve. Here's what we need to try and work on here. And just try to get something out of this series. Because if you don't make an adjustment soon, and you and I have talked about a number of adjustments that could probably come in here that might at least take some of the pressure off the Flames net for them. If those adjustments don't come in, Kiga, it's going to be same old story for another couple of games.
Yeah, and the Flames, they've got to get their headspace back. They were playing from behind from the time they were down by 1 goal that game, and that's never something you can do, especially when you're going up against an offense that is supercharged like the Sharks. They've been very, very good this game. They've been pressuring so well, and the Flames, they need to kind of figure out what their game plan is and stick to it. And even if it's a game plan that doesn't necessarily beat the Sharks, having a game plan is better than having no game plan, because you see where that's getting you at this point.
I think it just comes down to doing the fundamental things better. Just understanding what you're doing that's letting the other team back into this game. And it just really comes down to better decision making from the second player in the rotation. And DV has been the player, I think, most guilty of this for the Flames right now. There is a haste in their play that has put them in such a tough spot defensively and in transition that the Flames don't have an answer for it because they're the architects of their own demise.
I mean, Wolf Alone's definitely not innocent of it either, but I feel as though you're right. DV, most of the time, probably like 70% of the time that they're in a bad position, he's the one who ends up making a bad call and going up too quickly. And you can honestly see it in the way Wolf Alone's playing. He's trying to adjust to that, but that's making him play outside his comfort zone, and the Flames might be gifted one here. Yeah, they will be. DV will get credited for the goal, but that was just a lucky pinch.
It was, because DV already upfield before Wolf Alone had even gotten control of the ball defensively, and that one just launches off of the 50, off the backboard from DV, and it's a gift, really, Kiga, if you ask me, because the Flames got away with that one.
I believe we had a player from the Sharks leave the match and rejoin. There we go. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but it looks like we will play on. The Sharks don't seem to be hindered by it too bad. KQ going to be able to take this one back out. Mushy Pancakes takes the shot. DV gets a nice save. Now DV, potential return upfield. KQ ships this one up. One man to beat in the form of Wolf Alone. Chips it back to center, looking for the interference, but Wolf Alone gets a nice clear. This is what the Flames need to keep doing. DV's already upfield, though. He can't really be there right now. If they get cleared on, they're going to get scored on. DV comes up, commits on that one. Wolf Alone already on his way back, and he will be able to turn to Mushy Pancakes here if he does it quickly. He is able to keep that one out of net at least, but a double commit on defense will lead to a goal by the Sharks. DV and Wolf Alone both going for that one.
It's not even a double commit, it's just DV flashing themselves at the ball. Really, Wolf Alone has it under control, is between the net and the ball, tips it to the side, is able to follow that up, and DV's just like, I got it, and then puts it right dead center. K-Cube, great shot as well to tie the game up for the Sharks.
Yeah, either he just needed to let Wolf Alone have that, or a much harder clear across field needed to happen, and he didn't really succeed in doing either one. So when that happens, the Sharks will capitalize on that one all day long, as we've seen. Wolf Alone, he does get a nice clear here, though. He has one man to beat in the form of Mushy Pancakes. Sips it back out to center. Nice little double touch there, but DV wasn't ready for it, and DV does commit on this one, trying to keep the pressure on. Wolf Alone understands what's about to happen, though. He's already back in midfield, waiting for this clear by Mushy Pancakes. Will now shadow defend. Mushy Pancakes flick towards net. Wolf Alone, great save. And the Flames, they stay even.
It was well defended by Wolf Alone, but again, look at the haste by DV to make something happen. One clear by Wolf Alone. DV's already like, oh, it's a pass to me, I'm going to go for it, and then doesn't get contact. The Sharks get control of this one here, and if not for a little bit better midfield positioning here, the Sharks would already be back in the Flames' end and pressuring that net once more.
And they're about to here. Mushy Pancakes is just, he has all the time in the world to do something with this. Wolf Alone knows DV's not back yet, and he can't challenge this until DV is back.
Yeah.
It feels like he might have waited a little bit too late anyway, but Mushy Pancakes just had all the time in the world.
No, you're going to get scored on like that in twos at times when you're just stuck in a spot where you know you can't turn because the timing's all wrong. And it's a great bit of individual control by Mushy Pancakes. Never lets that dribble go and give Wolf Alone an opportunity to turn and challenge that one. Great control and a great goal to put the Sharks up here.
DV now has to rush back. Wolf Alone close in tow. K-Cube flicks it over DV. He had Wolf Alone in the back. He could have challenged that one a lot sooner.
Yeah, K-Cube just recognizing again that there's space there. One touch to pull the challenge across makes it nice and simple. On top of the dominance and flicks it far post upper 90. Two great dribble plays by each of the Sharks players here, and they're up by 2.
DV does win that kickoff. Wolf alone trying to get a shot on target. It is wide. Gonna drop back down. Pancakes has full control. Good challenge by DV here. Not able to get a touch. Wolf alone, not a great touch himself, but he is able to keep this one out of the center, so Mushy Pancakes can't get a good shot on it. Now, and a miscommunication by the Flames is going to allow another pressure here by the Sharks. And a bad touch by DV. Mushy Pancakes comes up, gets the demo. Wolf alone has to defend this on the wall. Drops back down by Mushy Pancakes. Shot, score by K-Cube. That's a 3-goal lead for the Sharks.
It's a great decision as well by Mushy Pancakes. Knows where the challenge is and just stays behind it. The 50 soft out in front doesn't need to be a big one. You don't need to flip in that. Just keep the ball center. And K-Cube on the doorstep sweeps it up, and it's a 4-1 game.
Wolf alone. K-Cube won that one pretty handily. Not a great touch there off the wall by Pancakes. DV does come out and gets a good touch on it, but K-Cube is there at midfield ready to go for that one. Shot. High. Wolf alone tried to get the touch. DV followed him right up. DV barely able to recover to get that save. Could have been much, much worse for the Flames there. Wolf alone now going to follow this one up towards net. DV, is he going to try and follow it up? No, he's not. Wolf alone comes up and gets the touch and gets one away, but DV now has a scramble back one as that one was not on target. And Mr. Mushy Pancakes, one man to beat. Wolf alone is there, though, to get the clear back up to DV.
It was a big let-off for the Flames there. DV had the boost to defend and then aggressively turned along the sideboards trying to take away what was a kind of a half-hearted attempt by the Sharks to get that one clear, and instead of going back to defend, left Wolf alone in a really tough spot, rotating back, 0 boost off of the Sharks goal line, and if not for a little bit of inaccuracy by the Sharks on that play, might have been 5-1.
K-Cube reading Wolf alone like a book there, and he'll get a... No! DV with the save. K-Cube couldn't get that second touch. K-Cube had a great opportunity there, but DV comes up clutch for the Flames for now. Wolf alone takes the shot. That's going to be a goal. And the Flames, suddenly this is a game.
Suddenly a game, but again, it just comes out of good timing by the Flames here. Both Sharks players choked up on this one here, really trying to press down and grind that goal out on the Flames goal line. It doesn't come away, and it's one good clear that comes back. And the Sharks, they've been much better than that throughout the course of this one. Expect that to be a wake-up call and remind them that they need to do the things right to keep this Flames team in check.
Wolf alone, shot, cross, DV, shot, not on target. Mushy Pancakes gets a double save there, and he will control this one out to the wall. DV still pushing this up. They kind of need to here, though. Wolf alone now tries to control this one, loses control of it, though. K-Cube, nice bombing clear into the orange corner. And Wolf alone DV double commit on that one. K-Cube, if he can control this, he has a shot on target. But Wolf alone is able to wrestle it away from him. Mushy Pancakes will come back and get this one. It's going to be the Sharks taking this game and putting the series up to a 4-0 going into Game 5. The Flames, we're seeing them a little bit better here, but the cracks in the armor still showing strong.
I still think that the Flames' goal are more a byproduct of the Sharks making big mistakes than it is the Flames actually making adjustments. The first goal, DV had to spin around, slam that off their own backboard to get the pinch all the way clear into the Sharks' end. And then the second one, both Sharks players in the box fighting to try and make a goal happen, get one clear by Wolf alone upfield, who was able to follow it for a second touch. 7 saves against 12 shots by the Flames in that one, as, again, Kiga, pressure by the Sharks because they just pick all of the possession up that the Flames are willing to give them.
And the Flames are willing to give them a lot. They're throwing the ball away a lot still. We're not seeing the clears that they need to get a hold of. And unfortunately, we're still seeing a lot of overcommitment and lack of positioning on the side of the Flames. You know, a lot of it seems to be centered around DV, you're correct, but Wolf alone's not innocent of it either. Granted, he's been feeling high and dry quite frequently, and he's being forced to play out of his play style because of how he feels the team dynamics going.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just coming down to when Wolf alone has an opportunity to get the ball upfield, the responsibility is taken to get there. The difficulty is that the manner in which Wolf Alone loses it puts the Sharks in a great spot to clear, and with DV advanced on so many of the plays, the Sharks just have complete and utter control of how they counterattack against the Flames net.
No matter how you look at it, these two are not meshing as a team. Let's see what they can do in Game 5, but these two are going to have to put the reps in during practice this upcoming week. Otherwise, it's going to be a rough season for the Flames. The Sharks now trying to take this one back upfield. Mushy Pancakes off the corner. Wolf Alone forced to retreat. DV comes up and gets a clear out to the wall. Well handled by K-Cube. Trying to drop this one down for Mushy Pancakes. Does successfully. Trying to get the pinch through, but ends up getting blocked out by K-Cube instead. Pancakes, the Flames are just letting this one go. The Sharks have plenty of time.
Exactly, and I think it's just coming down to timing. The Flames haven't really got themselves into a spot where they could take advantage of better positioning, although DV in transition. Again, the Flames will catch the Sharks here as Wolf Alone's first touch puts this one in a tough spot. Mushy Pancakes rotating back, never gets a clean line to that one. I think it might have been better to just read that one coming down in the center, slam it back towards your own backboard to take away the easy read on the shot. It's a good, accurate shot from the Flames, but they still need more than just what the Sharks are willing to give them.
Oh no, DV forced to rotate back here, trying to save that one from going in. The K-Cube, great pass to Mushy Pancakes. The waterfall goes down, and the Sharks get the equalizer. This was a great kickoff individually from the Sharks.
A lot of that just coming down to putting the Flames under pressure. They never get the ball clear after the initial awkward phase of the kickoff. They round up what they need to do to get it in. It's a great hold by KQ, but even better shot by Mushy Pancakes. And the Sharks continue this one where they left off. They give up an easy one, and then they get one right back.
DV, not a great challenge. It ends up going back towards his net. Wolf Alone forced to save the own goal. K-Cube gets a stop. Make sure this one stays in the Flames half. DV, that's not a great clear. Back out to center. K-Cube, shot goes wide. He's just trying to keep the pressure going, and the Sharks are succeeding. The Flames are letting him have it. Pancakes, great challenge. DV back out to his own corner. K-Cube will have a challenge on this one. Wolf Alone already pushing upfield. This is why he's not exactly blameless in this one, and K-Cube misses the shot. Very lucky for the Sharks that one wasn't in.
Huge let off for the Flames. The Sharks should have scored on that one there, as you're right. Wolf Alone just trying to get upfield a little early, not respecting the opponent's ability to make something happen in transition here. K-Cube off the wall puts Wolf Alone in a tough spot. Will take a freebie, and it's 2-1.
I'm not entirely sure if this one was on target. I think it might have been an own goal for Wolf Alone. Yeah, this is an own goal, as that one was not going in. K-Cube feels happy for that one as the Sharks now lead 2-1 with 3:13 remaining. The Flames, they're playing like they just want this series to be over.
As Wolf Alone trying to get one up here. You see DV again advance. Ooh. This one will be clean in by Wolf Alone. Not out of the woods yet. The Sharks on this one is they give Wolf Alone lots of time and space to make this one happen. It counts as they go from the parking lot, but if this one doesn't come off, watch where DV was on the replay. Just out of frame, bottom left of the screen, already kind of on the Sharks' goal line, looking for something in advance of that. And if the Sharks get a clear, man, that could have easily been 3-1.
You can almost tell that DV is more of a threes main. He's definitely playing like a threes main, and what he's doing is great if you have a third person back defending, but in twos you will get scored on very easily, as the Flames have found out here. So he needs to kind of shift his thinking for future games and for future series, because you can't be pushed up that far in every play.
Yeah, DV was a recent addition to Champion League, was actually part of the Flames Academy League team towards the end of last season, ranked out towards the end of the season going into the playoffs, so wasn't able to participate in their playoff run that saw them get pretty deep in last season's Academy League playoffs, but just seems a little bit out of place here in Champion League. I think struggling with the increased mechanical skill and ability by the players at this level. K-Cube will put the Sharks in front here as great back pass by Mushy Pancakes.
Yeah, DV, I don't think he was ready for that back pass to come through. KQ puts that one on target. DV just wasn't positioned right to take that challenge, and Wolf Alone, thinking DV was going to carry that one out, starts coming out a little bit, but then just gets punished for that. So, and you really can't blame Wolf Alone for that one. It looked like DV was going to get a hold of it, but a great play by the Sharks there.
We talk about the car changes for the Flames throughout the course of this series. Wolfalone hasn't played 2 consecutive games on the same car, and this game as well, DV switching off of Fennec onto the Dominus, and I really have to say that Octane probably would have blocked that back pass. With how close the players were to that happening, it just kind of skimmed off of the top of DV's hitbox, and in an Octane hitbox, probably wouldn't have happened. It would have been blocked.
K-Cube clears this one upfield, trying to chip it to center, trying to get it past Wolfalone. Wolfalone, not a great clear, and that's going to be Mushy Pancakes cleaning it up. 2-goal lead for the Sharks with 1:30 remaining.
Just gets the shooting angle here. Wolfalone's in such a tough spot. Needs to get the front of the car on that one, and it's so difficult to do when you're at that angle, when the opponent's coming in from behind on a diagonal. You don't really know exactly where it's going there as Mushy Pancakes off the kickoff. Don't know what they were trying on that one, but it's free possession for the Flames on this one here. Looking for the opening. There it is. It's a free goal for the Flames. They're within 1.
Yeah, DV, this is a great reaction by him. This is where you do want to be looking for this pass, as this one was actually a very calculated risk. So looking a little bit better there. That one, it pays off, but DV needs to learn when to push up on those and when not to. Yeah, it's great when you get those, but those risks have to be calculated because it's more of an investment putting that second person up. You really have to be confident in your ability to turn a profit, a la a goal on that investment.
Yeah, it was a good decision there by DV. Slowed it down, tried for the flick with the Dominus, but unfortunately just a little early on the flick attempt there and let Mushy Pancakes get a good read on that. And the Sharks still putting pressure here in the Flames, and they're within a goal. You get the sense, Keegan, that there's an opportunity. Speaking of, is Wolfalone. Big time redirect off the wall, off the wall hit. It's 4-4.
Flames starting to look alive here. Wolfalone, great reaction to that one. K-Cube turns a little bit early, thinking that he was going to be able to get a hold of that one, that Wolf wasn't quite going to get there in time, and he will get punished for that. So the Flames and the Sharks 4-4 with just under a minute remaining. Golden goal territory here, as the Sharks will have another offensive possession. Mushy Pancakes can't get it over Wolfalone. Good pre-jump from him. DV now going to send this one all the way upfield into the Sharks' defensive third. DV tries to get it to center for Wolfalone. Both the Flames pushed up here. Opportunity for Mushy Pancakes. Open net if he can get there in time. But the ball rolls up, and that's away for the Sharks. Had the opportunity, but unfortunately just a bad bounce for them. And Wolfalone will take advantage. Is that one in? No! And the demo comes out from Mushy Pancakes to make sure he can't get it in. K-Cube gets a save from DV, and that'll be a break for the Sharks.
Not out of the woods yet, though, as DV, great aggressive possession here, puts it to the far side, just doesn't quite get the touch to hold it in. Wolfalone, though, knowing that there's still danger in that play, stays back wisely, and here's the last chance for the Sharks. It's up. DV will tip it just in the right spot to try and buy enough time here. One last crack as Mushy Pancakes lobs it up for K-Cube. Wolfalone, though, will ground it. We go to OT to end Game 5.
Well, the Flames, they need to come out of this with something, and you just feel like they understand that. K-Cube will take the shot. DV gets the save out to the wall. One more shot going for him, but K-Cube interferes with that one, and the Flames once again continue leaving way too much room for the Sharks. DV, great touch, though, to take that one away from Mushy Pancakes. K-Cube flicks this one over Wolfalone. That was a great touch. That one's rolling close to net, but DV is there in time.
Good recovery by DV on that. Wolfalone kind of got caught out by how weak the flick was, and there really wasn't a lot of threat in that play by K-Cube if Wolfalone reads it right. And if not for a great reaction play out of DV to come across and get that save, might be talking about a 5-0 sweep.
Wolfalone now trying to push up through K-Cube. Wolfalone shot. Mushy Pancake save. Was DV pushed up on that one? I believe he was. Now he's forced to come over and across to get that touch, but Mushy Pancakes doesn't care. A bad touch by DV, but Wolfalone with the shot and the score! The Flames won't go down in a 5-0. They will win this one in a 5-4 victory, but still, you can't help but feel it was fortunate for them.
Yeah, K-Cube really at fault on that one there. Came all the way across, kind of not counting in any ability for Wolfalone to shoot it at that angle, who did a great job to come around that ball, knowing that there's space midfield to try and throw that one up into the open cage. The Flames get it against the run of play. They take Game 5 and save themselves just a little bit of heartache here, but still a lot of work to do, Keegan, as we go forward into the rest of the season.
I feel as though that playing Wolf alone every single game up to this point really has not been worth it for them. Wolf alone seems like he needs a week off, needs a chance to take a break, and and this pairing of Wolf alone and DV really feels like it might have been thrown together last minute. I know that Wolf alone had mentioned that he was having problems getting his other teammate in. I'm not sure if DV was the one who was originally going to play tonight, but it seems like this pairing definitely needs some work. And Wolf alone and DV, they need to get on the same page with what their game plan is in the 4 games in the future.
Yeah, it was a tough game if you're a Flames fan. There was a lot of work that your team needed to put in on and off the pitch, I think, to get into this one. And regardless of the roster, I think that there's still a lot of individual effort between both players that could be improved on. But full credit to the Sharks. They played, again, you and I talked about it in the first series, a good series by MLE standards. It was intelligent, it was well thought out, and it really took advantage of every mistake that the opposition was willing to give.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that will be all for the Champion League Flames versus Sharks tonight. And what a series it was. The Sharks coming up, winning big 4-1. The Flames, they still have work to do. But, ladies and gentlemen, Inanimate J and I, we are going to take a step back and let our next couple casters come in as they bring you their Premier League Blizzard versus Lightning coming up next.